To head into the marina at Townsville, where we'll get some fuel, water, supplies, give her a bit of a clean and do some washing finally.
Maybe pick up our new anchor.
Maybe, hopefully pick up our new anchor. So it should be a day or so of work and then we'll go and play a bit more.
You might be wondering what I'm doing. There's a disease in the fish, or it's a toxin in the fish called Ciguatera, and it's in large predator fish it's caught in tropical or warmer waters. So you've got to be very careful. It's actually it'll give you diarrhea symptoms, it'll give you nausea, it'll give you headaches. Some people die from it, so it's not something to be laughed at. So you've got to be careful, and it's a toxin that builds up, and there basically is no cure for it. So it can hang around in your body for 20 years, the toxin. So where it comes from is the predator fish, they eat other fish that are hanging around the reef, and the toxins actually come, they sit on coral and they're in weed. So it's the herbivore fish that actually get the toxin, but then the predator fish will eat so many of those fish and they can end up with it. So the bigger the fish, the older it is, the more chance is that it's eaten a lot more of these fish that have eaten the toxin, and it will stay around in the fish, it doesn't leave it. So you just, in other words, the bigger the fish, the more chance you're going to get these toxins and get sick. We didn't know about it until on the beach, talking to other yachties, and they told us about it, and we've researched it. So Shirley's been a bit nervous about eating our Spanish mackerel because it's a predator fish and it was a big one. So, but there's lots of research, and they say what also happens to you is that your things that are hot feel cold and things that are cold feel hot. But one of the tests you can do for it is if you put the fish on your lips and the skin on your lips, and if it gets a tingling feeling, or that's the toxin, and you shouldn't eat it. But I couldn't feel anything, so I feel okay to eat some more of the fish. Shirley probably won't. But yeah, there's all sorts of other methods. They say if they put it down on the ground and the ants won't eat it, it's got too much toxins. If you put it out and the flies won't eat it, won't land on it, it's got toxins. So don't know whether there are some stories in the wind, but very interesting. So just be careful. In other words, smaller fish are safer to eat than the big fish.
The first known case of Ciguatera was reported by Captain Cook in 1774. He apparently was poisoned twice during that trip in the New Hebrides. It's a very tough toxin. You can't cook it away, it's not water soluble, so you can't destroy it.
So the interesting thing is I've just had a shower, and I've now got tingling on the lips where I've had the fish. So it probably means that fish has got Ciguatera. So yeah, it's going back. The interesting thing is these things are caught commercially as well. So, and there were cases of 20 people getting Ciguatera in Queensland. So yeah, so anything under, I'm only going to keep anything under about 800 now. Yep, I'm going to do the lip test every time. At Townsville Harbour, it's got 3 basic harbours, the one for the marina like us. It's got another channel with the major ships, and they do major sugar export, containers, a coal, so it's a pretty busy port. And then the next channel over and the next entrance in is for all the fishing boats. Let's take it real soon. So Townsville originally started by the fella of Towns, who actually had a cattle boiling factory. He used to boil the beef.
and that's why it's called Townsville. From a grotty yachty point of view, Townsville is awesome. The marina's really nice, really well priced. The diesel is a low price. The foreshore and the feeling when you walk around Townsville is that it's a very, very friendly place. And the foreshore park is just awesome. The little beaches, little restaurants and cafes, the water fountains everywhere. There's lifesavers on the beach without any surf, or the beaches without any surf, and the water parks for kids. It's just great.
We're just walking along the Strand, which is a bit over 2 kilometres long, along the waterfront of Townsville. And I've lost count of how many beautiful little play areas there are for all different age kids, water parks, gym equipment, sculptures, art. It's amazing, it's beautiful, it's well worth the trip here. Should I go check out how often this bucket tips out?
I think so.
Okay, I'll go stand over here and watch it.
Yeah.
Nothing like letting out the inner child.
So it looks like it's pretty cool.
Awesome. I recommend it. Pay for it. The sun's out, hardly any breeze, and I'm having a great old time. That was so much fun.
So farewell Townsville. We're leaving this morning and we're heading south. Who knows where we'll end up, but we're heading south, and it's hardly any breeze. It's just going to be 10 knots variable, but at the moment they've probably got around 4 knots.
You know we got what you need, baby, so take it move along. I said we got what you need, honey, come and move along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, you know. Wow. Come on, and move along. Come on. Said babe. I said babe.
So I've still been editing. Tiggy's at the helm now, giving Shirley a break. Shirley's up relaxing. Go and see if she wants a drink. Want a drink?
Gotta feel it.
Ah, she's already got one.
Gotta feel it, feel it, feel it, feel you gotta feel it, feel it, feel it, feel you gotta feel it. On the roadway, gotta.
Same as yours, but close to it. No, love you. Nearly finished. Come on, say that again.
Don't disturb me.
I'll let you concentrate. Tell me if there's a whale. I'll go back and edit your tweet. She'll enjoy the sunshine. Just have to make sure she's okay so I don't get into trouble. Because I'm the captain. She's the boss. I'm scared too good. Alright, darling. How are you? Alright. So we should make it to Cape Upstart tonight. It's going to be dark. We're not going to come in until about 8 o'clock, but we've been there before, as you know. So we should get there at a reasonable hour, get some sleep, get up early in the morning and get going again.
So I got up this morning at Upstart Bay, and there's another sunken boat here since the last time we were here, which is quite sad. I'll try and find out the story for you. And there was also a 15th century wooden boat parked next to us, which is quite quaint. So we're ploughing towards Hayman Island and then eventually Whitehaven Beach. So we've been doing literally 8-hour, 9-hour days sailing. So because we've been to most of the places along the coast, so we're just trying to get down so I can get to Whitehaven Beach so we can have a day and a half of relax before I fly out. I wouldn't be allowed to go if I took Cooky with me. We've got beautiful moon.
Get there for the We should be there approximately 8 p.m. 20 other hours. Okay?
It will be dark.
It will be dark. Won't be scary because we've got a full moon.
That's right, because I'm scared of the dark.
There's bad moon rising, so don't go out tonight.
We're just on our way this morning. It should take about 3 or 4 hours. We're going to Esk Island for you tonight and have a bit of a look around. It's just off Whitehaven Beach, so it's spectacular. I'm looking forward to showing it to you.
So Esk Island is a great little island. It's just off Whitehaven Beach. It's actually got about 8 beaches, little beaches on it. It's great to have a private, deserted island. Shirley and I are the only ones here. There's actually 2 moorings, but you hardly ever see anyone come over. But it's a great little place, and it's got a beautiful little cove with what looks like a little bit of coral. So let's have a look. Just see if it looks as good from the island as it does from the air. Like a nice spot for a swim though, Shirley. Like so many of the other islands around the Whitsundays, just piles and piles of dead coral that's been blown in with the storms and the cyclone. Mountains of them. That's part of the island that's not covered with coral, and the beaches is just heavily timbered with the hoop pine. we'll see you next week. Lots more islands, a lot more adventures, a lot more fish. I'm sorry, but I crashed my drone. And pick up a bommy. We'll teach you how to get a very large rock off your anchor. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. You're all a great Sailing Flat Out family. We'd like you to do us a favour and share and try and help us get some more subscribers. If you could do that, we'd really appreciate it. See you next week.